Not before 8:30,
Well,
9, not before 9 actually.
Well, right.
Yeah, that's okay, doesn't matter. We share everything with our family. We're just talking about the rains in Delhi and how Rahul will go back to Gurgaon. There is so much of, traffic jams, trees have fallen.
You
Tough.
never know, I may not go to Gurgaon.
Yeah.
May not go
Actually,
back.
it makes sense. Check into
And
it.
so that, of course, our match also ended up getting called off.
Yes, just a reminder, if you had been eagerly waiting to watch our red versus blue encounter, then
The decider.
sorry to inform you that because of the storm that has hit Delhi NCR, the match has been pushed back. So match isn't happening, but we are here with you guys making the
Best 11
what
of
is
this
everyone
series.
jumping?
Anyways, this is a usual practice that we normally do after any big tournament or
Yes.
any big event.
Yeah.
That is, I remember after the T20 World Cup also we did, after
Yeah.
end of the, last year 2021, where we had a lot of differences as to whether
World Test team.
Exactly, World Test team, as
World
to
Test.
whether KL Rahul should be there in the 11 or not. Nikhil obviously was not too happy with the fact that KL Rahul actually made it to our test 11 of the year. Nikhil of course wanted Karuna Ratne. Let's see if KL Rahul, see that day you didn't have KL
And
Rahul.
as I was proved right,
You can,
everyone said, how did Karuna Ratne not be in that team?
so people have to go and watch that video. We had our reasons, as simple as that. So you have an opportunity today to make that correct.
Let's see, it depends on my fellow selectors. We are going to play selector today, 3 of us, making the best 11 of the IPL, the season that's gone by. We'll look at some data, some stats, and not only will be driven by stat, we'll also
Yes.
look at impact and what we thought was a, X factor in a team, impactful player in a team. So basis that, we will pick our best IPL 11 2022. Just one ground rule is that max we can take 4 foreign players.
Yeah.
But we can decide to have an all Indian 11 also. Yeah, there's no rule as to
No. It has to be. It has
No,
to be.
you don't, like-
you need to have 4. No, I get your point. Like
teams can choose.
like somebody can have just three foreigners
Yes,
in there.
yes.
Yeah, that's fine.
So if you have 3, then it's fine. 2, it's
So
fine. 1,
I am,
no more than 4 foreigners.
Besides being the selector, I'm also the convener here. Because
The person who's writing on the board.
No,
yes,
we are selectors, and since we are 3, there will never be a case where there will be an issue unless there will be 2:1 and then it will be decided, unless it's 1-1-1, in which case our producer Shivam will get the casting vote.
Oh.
He'll have to pick between, if we pick 1-1-1.
Shivam, I can still take that jersey back from you.
He's apologizing in advance. I like that.
That's what I'm wondering.
Okay.
And
If you guys have suggestions, do send in.
yes, so we'll start with the openers, everybody, and what we are going to do is we'll have a discussion here as to who the
Yes.
opener should be, who the openers should be, spinners, bowlers, middle order, everything, and then I'm going to write it down in front of
Sure.
you. And
Where are we going to write it down? Switch it
and in case you have a different point of view, you can also send in
it,
your
yeah.
comments
Yes.
here, and we'll try and reach out a consensus. Although that
Should be
shouldn't
easy.
be too difficult.
Not for
For
all
a
players.
few-
but for a few, there's going to be.
For a
I think
few.
there's going to be some interesting
Yes.
debates.
Yes.
Let's say.
Okay.
I think for at least for 2 players there should be no debate. For 2 players at least, the captain and 1 opener at
I
least.
think so. We'll
We'll see. We'll see.
Nah, I'm just
Let's start with the openers.
I think there's one easy consensus there.
By the way, I'm already getting a suggestion here for an opener by Big Boy, who's saying Butler, Conway, his openers. Butler
Conway.
and Conway as his openers.
Butler, I agree
He
with.
sent it. Rahul Bisht has gone with Butler KL.
Oh,
Butler
sure.
KL.
Still better than
So,
the
first name
first suggestion.
that comes, Josh Butler.
Josh Butler.
Josh Butler.
Any doubt?
No. I mean, let's be fair. Let's just quickly go over this. of the in the IPL end
we
of
are going with
season.
openers just.
No, end of season awards.
Huh.
Butler had 6 awards, which includes most runs, most fours, most sixes, best scores in the power play. So, really, that's non-debatable.
So Josh Butler, opener number 1, decided.
I think
no
this is the
debate.
easiest pick of the entire.
Number 2.
Number 2.
Number
Yeah.
2. You have David Warner, one
Yeah.
option. Okay, averages 48 with a strike rate of 150. Could you just check Conway's stats, please?
I don't. I think he would have that sheet.
No.
You don't
You
have.
don't have it on
Alright.
your phone.
All right.
I'm giving you options. There is also Abhishek Sharma for 26 runs. Very close to David Warner's,
Right.
but a much lesser average. Between Warner Abhishek, I'm going with Warner for now. There's also Saha, 317 runs, average 31. Shubman Gill, 483 runs, average of
Right.
34. A good strike rate of 132.
Don't.
And then there is Josh Butler. Now, KL Rahul, 616 runs, average of 51, strike rate of 135. Quinton de Kock,
Quinton de Kock is a very good
508
option.
run, average of 36, strike rate of 148. So now,
Conway, by the way, only 252 runs, 7 matches. Average is decent, 42. Strike rate to 145.66.
Not bad.
Close.
Yeah.
So there's Conway as well. So let me hear your suggestion. Butler is number 1 for sure.
Yeah.
So
I
I
think
you've gone with
the-
only Indian is gone with Virat plus Butler. That I find a bit.
That's a bit of a
surprising.
strange call. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
Rahul Bisht
the-
is Butler KL.
3 players who come close. I don't know if you can call that neck and neck.
Yeah.
So that would be for me KL Rahul, Quinton de Kock, and David Warner.
Yeah. I know my choice from there.
Yeah.
Same here.
Davey
I-
Warner.
Absolutely. For me,
Going with
David Warner.
David Warner.
You're going with David Warner.
You?
I'm going with KL Rahul.
I knew.
Lot of runs.
I knew it.
Once-
Lot of runs. Much. 432 vis-a-vis 616.
You said impact.
Average of 48 versus average of 51. Strike rate 150 versus 135.
Also impact.
Not that much of a
But
difference.
impact.
I'll go.
One reached the final, one didn't even make the playoffs.
Sorry?
One reached the one step before the final.
Eliminator, let's say.
Eliminator. One
Basically-
didn't even reach.
Just one match.
No, but then if we're picking a Lucknow opener, I'd still go with Quinny then.
Yeah.
But the difference in Quinny and Yeah.
I'll pick him for
Quinny,
his
Rahul's got
for his impact.
more than 100.
Exactly. Impact is the key.
More than 100 runs.
But I mean, 2
then
centuries
Quinton-
were against MI.
But
I mean,
also strike rate not too much of a difference. 135.
So basically, he's
vis-a-vis
just
148. Anyway,
he's just dismissed those 2 centuries. That means
Yeah.
you can what according to Shane, by the way,
Yeah, I like
he's
his
saying
point on
that
that.
KL Rahul has scored 616 runs, but the 2 centuries that he scored came
Were against wooden
against
spooners.
a poor Mumbai Indians bowling attack. So what he is doing is he's saying these don't count these 616 runs as 616. Count them as 416
Is that
runs.
what
Is
you're
that
saying?
is
no,
that
I'm
right,
just saying,
Shane?
I'm talking about impact here. Those 2 centuries, I'm pretty sure Lucknow had a good enough team to beat Mumbai even without those centuries. Whereas Quinton's 1 century knocked KKR out of the playoff race.
Do you have a counter to that?
no. Fair point if he wants to make, but I think more. runs.
Again, I'm picking Quinton. If you're picking from the LSG openers, my pick is still Davey Warner.
David Warner. So let's stick to
David
that.
Warner.
Let's David Warner.
So-
you want David Warner. By the way, Paramveer Singh also points out Johnny Bairstow, which may not be a bad shot considering he came in later as an opener.
But to
When he
start,
did-
but to start with, he was very off color. So what I am going, so we've
So openers are done. You can
Openers-
write. I tell you what, Josh Butler we all agreed on. You can cut to Rahul. Josh Butler we all agreed on. And the second opener spot,
is it visible?
yes,
Perfectly.
Rahul and Shane have gone with Davey Warner. I went with KL Rahul, but just marginally ahead of David Warner. And so if they pick David Warner, I have no issues, with that. And I'm not objecting to it at
So
all.
there you go.
So
Josh Butler and David Warner are your 2 openers. Are your 2 openers as in?
Are the 2 openers.
as I
we
go,
have concluded.
as I go forward, SS98 at pick, Quinton and Butler. Paramveer suggested Johnny Bairstow. Saurabh Jain said I would go with KL because you only have 4 foreigners who might struggle later.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because middle order will now be stacked with
So
Indians.
we could still
May
remove
not.
them.
May not.
Anyway,
We'll see.
But Andrew Singh wants to know.
For the time being, can I write David Warner or KL Rahul just in case we find it difficult
that makes sense actually.
No, leave it. If you want KL later, I can come.
So this is you
Yes.
saying KL Rahul, leave it.
No. I picked him. You have dismissed him. I picked him. But I said, since I've lost out on the
voting process, and this is a democratic setup.
Later, if you have a problem with 4 foreigner, as was being pointed out.
And what did Andrew Singh have to say?
Andrew Singh, Andrew Singh is saying, why is Rahul sir looking sad today? Is he missing somebody?
Yes, I'm missing my dear friends Siddharth and Siddhant both.
Both the Sids are not here. One temporarily, one permanently.
There you have your answer. So ADJJ has gone with Joss and Bairstow, by the way. Austin Puna says you cannot ignore a 600 plus run season which Rahul had. So
no, he's saying which KL Rahul.
I got that.
So Austin,
not you.
Shane has already dismissed those two centuries.
Zach also picked KL Rahul.
Yeah. Hi.
Okay, now number 3, Jigar Bankar has already picked his number 3. He's picked Rahul Tripathi. Let's see who we pick. So we are going to divide our middle order into 2 parts, 3, 4, 5, as in the top middle order,
and the lower middle will be 6, 7.
Will be the finishers. So they will be separate.
Yeah.
Okay. So now we're done with the openers. Let's look at the middle order. There's Tilak Verma, 397 runs, average of 30, strike rate 131. Okay.
For me, Rahul Tripathi would be up there somewhere.
No, there is Rahul Tripathi. I'll get to it. Don't worry.
I may have a different.
There's Rahul Tripathi, who's got 413 runs, average of 37, strike rate of 158. Okay. Then there is Nicholas Puran, 306 runs, average 38, strike rate 151. Shreyas Iyer, 400 plus runs, 31 average, strike rate 125. Hardik Pandya.
I think that's your top name, number 4.
That's your top name.
Yeah.
That is your number 4. We're done
100%.
with number 4. There's David Miller, there's Rajat Patidar. So let's look at number 3 for now. Your contenders are, pay attention, Rajat Patidar, Sanju Samson, Rahul Tripathi. Who are you going in as your number 3?
I think
Sanju Samson, Rahul Tripathi.
I think at least in
Rajat
my
Patidar.
team, unfortunately, once again, a Rahul misses out.
So no Tripathi. You're picking Sanju ahead of him?
Just to
Rajat Patidar.
Patidar. By the way, Rajat Patidar number 300.
When we're talking about impact, see,
33
impact wise, I agree.
impact and see, he got 100 in a must-win game. That was the first qualifier or the eliminator. Yeah, eliminator. And then in the second qualifier also, he got a 50. So, and of course, you can't discount the fact that he scored 330 odd runs.
Even, and if you have to look
with
at
a very good strike rate and an average.
Also, what is also worth noting is that for most of this season, RCB's openers were failing. Okay, 2 games each, both of them went. So he often had a rebuilding job on his hand.
Yes.
So Patidar, I think, is an interesting shout in that regard.
Yes. I don't think there should be any debate.
I am so between Sanju, Rajat Patidar, Rahul Tripathi. I looked at the numbers. So Sanju's average of 28,
Bit on the low side.
doesn't at number 3 doesn't make the cut. Both other guys with an average of 55 and 37. Rahul Tripathi much higher. So Patidar's average 55. By the way, it's not only averages, strike rate are all the same. So 144 for Patidar, 146 for Sanju. So he beat Sanju in the average and in strike rate both Patidar. So he's ahead. So I was
Patidar I think Patidar's strike rate would be over 150 if I'm not wrong.
No, 144.
He didn't. I'm saying no. He had to rebuild a lot of innings.
144.
A lot of innings had to be rebuilt.
So I'm just saying that it boils down to Rahul Tripathi and Rajat
His
Patidar.
strike rate is 152.75. Rajat Patidar's strike rate. Average is 55.50.
Yeah, 55.50.
Strike rate is
144 to
152.
IPL T20.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, they have heard Shivam was more interested.
No problem. So
That's okay. Happens.
It's okay. So Rajat Patidar, at least
anyway, he was anyway ahead. So I told you the fight boils down to Rajat Patidar, Rahul Tripathi. Rahul Tripathi has got more runs. Rajat Patidar has a better average, and Rahul Tripathi has a much better strike rate. And to maintain that strike rate for a longer period of time, like
Patidar
Patidar, it's quite impactful. So
And also, you know, a lot of people would say that for one player you have a different yardstick, for the other player you have a different yardstick. So as you said, you know, his runs in terms of average, in terms of strike rate, he's ahead. But also, what Shane also
Why
pointed
have we
out,
not taken Huda? We had Huda's name here.
the
Stats aren't
impact. Yes, Huda.
Huda also.
Actually,
No, I think Huda comes. Yeah, Huda will be for 5. No.
here. No, Huda batted 3 for Lucknow.
see, majority of his runs
Came at 3, came at 3.
Yeah, I don't know why that's disappeared. We had picked
No
his
problems, no problems, no problems.
We had
Huda.
written that. Anyway.
Yep.
Anyways, let me just
name. Has to be.
Oh, lovely. More sheets.
Huda.
Come. It's okay, Sajal. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah, so Huda's numbers are also not too bad.
Oh yes. See, they are there, but the numbers are not collected. See, we had those names, but numbers are not there.
Deepak Huda, 14 innings, not 15. Of course, Lucknow played 15 games, but he has 14 innings, 451 runs, an average of 32.21, and a strike rate of 136.6. So what you said about Patidar, that
Applies to him as well, because
exactly,
a lot of the time one of
yes,
Quinny or Rahul were
yes,
failing.
Yes. So he also had to rebuild the innings.
Don't do this, Shivam, please.
नहीं पेंट पेज हाँ
हाँ, ये मत करो आप. हाँ. So we have Deepak Huda. What did you say? Numbers?
An average of 32.27 and a strike rate of 132.
And total runs?
451.
51. More than that. So I think Tripathi is edging him right now. It's between Patidar and Tripathi for me.
But see, also obviously we will consider runs, average, strike rate, but impact.
Yeah.
Impact of that particular player, I think that
I'm going
also.
with Tripathi actually.
I'm sorry, I'm going with Rajat Patidar.
You have the
then I have the casting vote.
Oh,
Yes,
this
so
is okay.
just
I'll
to
go with
let you-
Rahul.
good.
Just about because
No, yeah, absolutely fine. Maybe you're going with the experience because
yeah, he's someone who's been doing this for a long time.
Yes.
and this
Much
season,
better striking.
and also SRH's best batsman this year.
fair enough. But just that, you know, I would say that Rajat Patidar had a bigger impact on the games that he
RCB,
played for RCB. 2 games, especially in two knockout
situations,
knockout games.
I got voted out for KL Rahul. You guys voted me out.
now next,
You get-
I think next turn will be mine to get voted out on something.
So you want Rahul
Rahul
Tripathi?
Tripathi,
Rahul
three.
Tripathi.
So they've ruled out
No, not ruled
Rajat
out.
Patidar.
There was a fight between
Close call.
Huda, Patidar and Tripathi, but 2 of us have picked Tripathi. Piyush Roy won Sky at 3. We're picking IPL 11 for this season, and Sky did not finish the season.
And Mohi is mostly playing at 4 also.
Yeah.
4, 5 types. So
Number 4, by the way, I have my number 4. If you guys have any doubts over that, you can tell me.
no, I think he's already written it.
Hardik Pandya.
Yeah, I think that's a no-brainer.
Yes.
Do I need to write?
We'll come back to that later.
I think I agree with you, but yeah, let's come back to that later.
Yeah,
Okay,
fair enough.
number 5, another middle order batsman. 6 and 7, we are going to look at finishers. Number 5, another. I'm going to give you options. So you've got Deepak Huda. You can consider him at 5.
He did
You've
play
got-
some games there. Yeah.
you can look at.
You have
some-
Livingston.
Liam Livingston
You
is
have
my guy.
David Miller.
There is David Miller. I actually cannot look beyond David Miller and
True.
Liam Livingston as well.
So
Because-
for me, it's a very tough
How
call
about
between
this?
Livingston and David Miller.
What was Livingston's number? If you can share
Yeah.
with us.
So
I'm saying there could also be an option that Miller has to come with the impact that he's had. He's won the
yes,
IPL.
crucial games
Haan.
he's won.
So if Miller comes at 5, can Livingston be 3 ahead of Tripathi?
Okay, let me just read out the numbers. For Livingston first. Livingston 14 innings, 437 runs, an average of 36.41 and a strike rate of 182.
Whoa!
4 half centuries. Now
He has to be there.
Now David Miller 16 innings, 481 runs, an average of 68.71.
Miller is at 5.
See, what does that mean?
My point is,
When I say that an average of 68.71 in 16 innings, 481 runs. So runs, you can always say that may not be, he never scored, he didn't go beyond 500, 550 or these many runs. But also what has to be considered is, out of those 16 innings, he was not out 9 times, which means that
He was there to finish the game.
Yes, he finished the games.
see, all I'm saying is this, that we may have that foreigner issue later.
So yeah, KL.
So as you suggested, we've kept KL as an option. This is the first. There's Tripathi, there's Livingston. Actually now, I'll pick between Livingston and Tripathi. I may go with Livingston at 3 because no matter what, Miller comes here, right?
Yeah.
We all agree on this.
Agreed.
That Miller at 5.
Is a must. Yes.
Miller at 5 is a must. All three of us agree. So Miller at 5, but I cannot not have Livingston. I'll tell you why. Also talking about Livingston, because Livingston is going to be my bowler as well. Off spin, leg spin, whatever you want.
Livingston at number 5.
Where does Miller go then? Miller was the better 5.
Yeah, because 6 we are going to look at a out and out just
6 and 7 would be your finishers if you're looking
because
at it.
from 7 onwards you'll have like all rounders and like out and out all-rounder. But you can actually have all of them also if Miller goes at 6, because if you got a Hardik Pandya who's going to be an all-rounder, and then you will have someone like a Livingston who will also help you bowl, then you can actually have till 7 batting and 8, 9, 10, 11 then 4 bowlers. We can. That's why I'm just leaving it at that. Right?
Yeah, okay.
So let's look at the must-have that will have to come, and I'll just look at.
At number 6, I don't think there should be too much.
Okay, do you want to answer GGK? He's saying Sanju Samson for sure. Just because he's from South, you guys don't pick him.
Arey yaar, nahi.
Please, you answer.
Where are you from?
Everywhere. I have Goan and
Siddharth,
Bengaluru.
he's also from everywhere. Siddharth is a South Indian. And by the way,
This is rubbish.
and
that's just.
Sanju
Please don't
Samson
accuse-
not making it to R11, it has nothing to do where he comes from, to be very honest. We are all a huge fan of Sanju Samson, but maybe the numbers and impact of the players that we've picked is better than Sanju, at least for this season.
Yeah. Okay, another name that we will have in our team in terms of finishers, and maybe we can have 2 finishers now at 6 and 7. At 6 and 7.
Right.
So you have an option. DK.
I think.
Yes. DK
And
comes in.
he fulfills 2 categories, wicket keeper as well.
Yes.
He's your designated keeper. So far, this team doesn't really have a keeper.
DK had to,
Yeah.
So
had to be there.
DK comes in. Then you also
You
have
carry on, Ajay.
option of like Tim David, Andre Russell, Rovman Powell, Rahul Tewatia.
I think Tewatia might have an edge just because of the foreign player factor.
Tewatia. Why are you removing Butler's name?
You carry on.
Okay, he's removed everything.
You carry on. I'll have to write here also.
Acha, I got it.
Okay. So we're looking at
DK for sure, I think we all agree on. That's
Yeah.
a fair enough thing because
so
again, wicket keeper
DK
as well.
comes in at 6.
Yeah.
Can we go with Russell then at 7?
I would go, obvious biases aside, 300 plus runs, 17 wickets. So, as far as all the all-rounder finishers go, no one comes close. And impact. Won you games with the bat and ball.
Okay. So DK then. So we're just writing our 11 once again. Just going to look at some of your
Comments still then,
comments
yes.
as well. Silly Point says pick Virat. But based on this season performance, we
No.
can't. Manan Jain says Tim David. Manan, we did look at Tim David. He did have a lot of impact in the few games that he played. But to make the best 11, we're finding it a bit tough.
The problem with David was he had a long stretch out of the team. And I know that's not his fault. But if you're judging someone who's played 5-6 games, it's a little tough.
Yeah, Arijit Ghosh says Andre Russell at 6, more than 330 runs, 17 wickets. We are looking at Andre Russell. By the way, Jitesh is also another one as a wicket keeper that people can consider. We may have looked at it, but I think DK
edges him. Yeah. Otherwise he would have been a very good shout.
Yes. People are talking about the spinners. We'll get to them for
Spinners
now.
and pacers we'll get to. We're
So
going.
just cut to
And,
Rahul.
and also DK is from South India.
There we go.
Thank God. Phew. Just cut to the board. Have you, Shivam? Yeah. So that's the team so far. We're going with Butler, Warner, KL / only because that foreigner thing, if it comes a little later. Tripathi, Livingston / Livingston may fit in and Tripathi may go out. Pandya, Miller, Dinesh Karthik, no doubt. 7, Rahul, because we've got options in Pandya and if Livingston comes in as a bowler, then we're going with another all-rounder at 7, which can be Russell actually.
Has to be, because I'll tell you, over 300 runs and 17 wickets.
Yes.
So, as an all-rounder, if you see, these are very, very, very good figures. You rarely see these
And
kind
one
of
matches
figures.
too. One matches
Exactly,
too. with
and
this
you
one.
rarely see these kind of figures in IPL or in any tournament or any season.
True.
Agreed.
So,
So Andre Russell.
double S, double L, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Now your
Now I think bowlers will come in.
Yeah. 10, 11. Shall we all agree on now between Yuzi Chahal, Hasaranga?
I have to pick an Indian.
So Yuzi there.
Yeah, Yuzi is finished.
Purple
ahead of
cap
them
winner.
also.
I mean,
Yeah.
so fair enough.
Yuzi.
Agreed. Team reached the final. So let's put Yuzi at 11 because of batting. You know, I'm guessing others will be better batsmen.
True.
So put Yuzi at 11. He will be number 10 or 11 in batting. So just put Yuzi Chahal at number 11 that we all agree on.
He may not agree though. Yuzi.
Where does he would like
It's
batting?
hard.
No, you putting him at number 11, Yuzi Chahal.
Yeah,
but then that's batting
The
also,
other
no?
one, let's say you go with a Shami, Rabada and all better batsmen than if they
exactly,
come.
exactly.
You cannot have him bat ahead of those guys. So let's look at now our other options of bowling, right? For spinners, though you will have a Livingston, I'm thinking, again we just kept in because of foreigner thing, you will have that option, but and you've got fast bowling option in Russell and all, so you can pick another spinner. Who is the spinner? I'm giving you option. There's Thikshana, 12 wickets, economy 7. Kuldeep Yadav, 21 wickets, economy 8.34. Sunil Narine, 9 wickets, not too many, but in
So
economy
basically,
of
you can't
5.5.
pick any other foreigner.
Nah, actually, you really the best.
No,
So yeah, you can't.
no,
We have 5 foreigners right
You
now.
already
We have to
four
eliminate
foreigners
one.
there.
yeah, so one may go out because you will have to put in a fast bowler. Then that's where I said.
That's where the debate comes in.
Yes.
So
That's where Livingston may miss out. That's where Warner may miss out, is what I'm saying.
So, but then if we're picking a spinner from there, Kuldeep.
no, see, I'll just tell. So basically, everything is fine. See, if this is the combination, Butler and Warner is your combination as openers, then what happens is Livingston misses out. If you have Butler and KL as your opening
then Tripathi misses
combination,
out.
then Tripathi misses out. That's as simple as that.
No, both may also miss out. Let's just do the bowlers, then we'll have
So
an idea.
that's exactly what I was trying to say. You can either see, this is the reason why so many times, so many years we've seen that Nabi couldn't make it to the 11. By the way, he was there in the KKR team.
Didn't play a game, exactly.
Didn't get a game. So for me, I would have perhaps gone for Livingston.
But let's see, I think we
I'm
need to.
saying once we finish our bowlers, then we'll have a better idea. We'll
Because
know.
you need-
See, because in bowlers now, I'm just saying that is moot right now. In bowlers are so many good foreigners, you may struggle to fit in both, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
Don't even go there. Try and finish your bowlers. I'll tell you.
You need
bowlers,
3 fast bowlers,
Yeah, so-
which also includes Hardik Pandya. You're including Hardik
Yes,
Pandya
there's
and Russell.
also, but I'm saying you will have, you put in a spinner first, put in one more spinner, right? So you have options in spinner. You have Thikshana, but Kuldeep Yadav, Sunil Narine, Rashid Khan, Hasaranga, Yuzi Chahal. Yuzi we've picked. Now Hasaranga is a foreigner, Rashid Khan is a foreigner, but Hasaranga uses similar bowlers, so I think Hasaranga
It gets eliminated there. Yeah.
Rashid is a different kind of bowler with that economy. Sunil Narine is a different kind of bowler, but
Both
not
foreign
too many
players,
wickets.
yeah.
So and Thikshana also not too many wickets, not great economy. So either you go with just wicket and everything. In all of this, the competition actually, Narine, I would have gone with that economy, but just 9
wickets is less.
I would have gone with Rashid Khan, but unfortunately in this team, at least because we already have 4 foreigners, I don't think Rashid Khan.
No, that's why you eliminate a foreigner. Is what I'm
then
saying.
I'll have Rashid Khan.
However, that's what I'm saying.
I will
Who's
have
the-
Rashid.
If what is the difference between Kuldeep Yadav and Rashid Khan? Okay, you have to pick one. Okay, between Rashid and Kuldeep, I'm guessing you can compromise a Rashid and pick Kuldeep, but
that's the you can actually you can also consider Ashwin.
Ashwin doesn't fit into this.
See, you also
then there are suggestions for Riyan Parag.
200 runs with the bat.
No, but you don't need batting now. You're going with wicket takers. You will see the batting.
Then Kuldeep wins out easily.
No, but I'm saying there is also Rashid. You know that economy, that impact. How can you leave a Rashid?
So I am saying,
and he's won the IPL.
If I have a place to fit in.
Okay, right, Rashid / Kuldeep.
Chalo, theek hai.
Let's go with that.
Put it at number 9 for now because batting order will decide. So Rashid / Kuldeep. Then we'll see which other foreigners we do, right?
Because I think fast bowlers also there's a few.
Okay, now in fast bowler, I think you can make the debate a bit easier.
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of Indian now. Kagiso Rabada has picked up the most wickets, right? But not that same.
But impact was
I
not.
can't fit in.
Yeah, I would because
Also,
the difference.
I need 2 fast bowlers. For me, my 2 fast bowlers would be Mohsin Khan and Mohammad Shami.
Same.
Good call.
Or by the way, you've missed out on Harshal Patel.
No, he's there.
He's there.
So,
Harshal's got 19 wicket at a better economy.
So I would pick Harshal Patel and Mohsin Khan.
No, I'm going with Shami and Mohsin.
You don't have this thing death bowler then.
Mohsin can bowl anywhere. Yeah.
One bowler.
So what is your new ball bowling attack?
We don't have that right now.
That is why I was
Actually, we need one death bowler and a
basically
new ball
you
bowler.
need 3 out and out fast bowlers. Although you don't forget Hardik Pandya in the initial stages of the IPL did share the new ball with Shami.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of fast bowling options. That's why I didn't pick because you've got a Pandya, you got a Andre Russell.
Who bowls in the middle or sometimes in the death too. Remember,
also.
They were keeping him specifically to bowl in the death.
So
Take care.
Russell?
So
I know
then
that.
So if you've got a Mohsin and Russell to do your death, and Pandya and Shami to do with the new ball, you could do that.
And you have your spinners.
The problem with this team is that you will have to pick Mohammad Shami. Although I wanted to have
Shami has to go. Yeah, he's part of the winning team.
I
got 20 wickets.
No, that's fine. But the consistency with which Harshal Patel bowled last year and this year, you picked Tripathi over Rajat Patidar. Consistency and is because
I'll tell you one thing. Write the first name. We all agree on Mohsin Khan.
Yes.
Economy of 5.96, man.
That's mad. It's the second best economy after
Don't
Narine.
forget the strike rate, by the way.
Yeah. So I'm saying put Mohsin Khan. We all agree, right? Mohsin at number 10 done.
Mohsin is
then
done.
Let's debate about
Then that final bowling option would be.
Mohsin is agreed on. Okay. There's people have pointed out Ashdeep. But Bhuvi again had a very good season. I agree. Bhuvi had a good season, but amongst the guys that we're looking at.
Okay. Let me come over there. So why Harshal Patel over Mohammad Shami? Mohammad Shami, I think, is a new ball bowler. Harshal Patel is not used as a new ball bowler by RCB because they have better options I can't say better options because Mohammad Siraj with new ball we've seen how expensive he can be. So I'll just tell you the numbers between Mohammad Shami and Harshal Patel. Okay.
I'm telling you the numbers.
No, I'll let me.
20 wickets.
No, let me tell you. So this is where you have to go, I think, little deeper. 16 matches for Mohammad Shami and 15 matches for Harshal Patel.
True.
Okay. Wickets. 20 wickets for Mohammad Shami, 19 wickets for Harshal Patel. Nothing much to choose between the two so far.
More for Shami.
Just one more and one game also he's played more. Okay, fair enough.
Economy
now, average is 24.40. This is Mohammad Shami's average. Harshal Patel's average is 21.57.
Not much to choose from. And I said in T20 cricket average is not that.
Okay, fair enough. Economy. You said economy.
Marginal difference.
8.10.
Yeah.
Sorry. 8.8 is Mohammad Shami's average, and 7.6 is Harshal
Not much
Patel's
difference,
average.
I'm telling you.
Then
Yeah, but 7.6 for a death bowler is
absolutely, that is what I am considering. For 7.66 for a death bowler is is excellent, to be very honest. And not to forget, strike rate. Why are you discounting the strike rate? 18.3 is Mohammad Shami's strike rate, and 16.4 is Harshal Patel's
Tell me the
strike
wickets.
rate.
By the way, the wickets Harshal will get towards the death when people are going for shots. Mohammad Shami picks wickets at the start, big batsman. Most wickets in power play, Mohammad Shami. I
Yeah,
mean,
you have a point.
What impact
You have a
that he
point,
does
but,
there, yeah. And
that's
see
why
the
I'm saying-
difference, yeah, that guy has taken you to the title. One of the guy who's helped you, and winning a title will make a huge difference in you being picked also into the team.
Had it been me, I would have had Mohsin Khan, Mohammad Shami, Harshal Patel, all three of them
but then how do you?
No, we'll have to make.
then you discount one spinner.
No,
Yeah.
I will have both the spinners. I will also have
Then
both
you
the
remove
spinners.
one batsman then.
Yes.
But then you're batting.
That is where you have to take difficult calls. And you have players like Hardik Pandya,
Yeah, but
David Miller, Livingston,
that's what I'm
Tripathi.
saying. So that's why you need a batsman, is my point. I'm saying, look at your batting is only till 6 now. With Russell at 7, you're feeling so much more secure. If you start having Harshal at 7,
Then it's a bad situation.
It's not the best.
Yeah,
You will
and
have-
generally speaking in T20 it's always 7-4. You
Yes,
include at least
yeah.
one all-rounder.
Yeah, so I think you will have to fit in one only fits in. You can remove a spinner and tell Livingston to do it, but is Livingston the guy that will always bowl, give you 4 overs? Maybe not.
Maybe
you
not.
will need 2 spinners. So I think, I don't know. You can
Yeah,
pick
normally
between
speaking,
one
you'll
between Harshal and Shami. I'm not. My vote is to Shami, but if 2 of you vote for Harshal,
No, mine is. It's a difficult choice, to be very honest.
Yes.
Even for me, because they both have different USPs.
Yeah.
Mohammad Shami is your new ball bowler. Harshal Patel is your death bowler.
Yeah.
Somebody, if he gets you wickets early on, it to a great extent he derails your innings.
True.
And if you are actually going pretty good, and a bowler like Harshal Patel, if he picks up wickets towards the end, which he has done so very often this season, even last season, that can also be. You just can't ignore.
Yeah.
I know there are a few super chats. I've taken the screenshot. I will get to them a little later because they're not related to our 11. But
We will address them.
once the 11 is done, then we will address it. Let's finish our 11. Who's the name that we are putting? Are we going with Harshal? Are we going with Shami?
Shami.
Shami.
Shami,
Let's
then.
go with Shami. So let's put 8 at Shami.
You know why
Now-
actually I picked
now
Shami?
Decide.
Because you do have some players who can bowl at the depth there. So a Mohsin, a Russell
Yeah,
are your dead bowlers. That's the only
New
difference.
ball wickets also very tough. Now
Yeah.
decide who's that one foreigner that goes out.
That's our only decision, I think.
Okay, by the way, Dinesh Karthik wicket keeper agreed on.
Hardik Pandya's
captain.
keeper. Absolutely.
That is done. Now so we have 5 foreigners, right?
Huh.
Between Warner,
See, 3 are
Butler-
nailed on. Butler, Miller, Russell are nailed on.
Butler, Miller, Russell,
Nailed on.
and so now fight between
Warner, Livingston, Kuldeep. Sorry, Rashid.
Rashid.
That's your 3.
What do you do? I want Livingston in the team. Yeah, with that kind of thing, he has to be there.
So then get Miller out.
Yeah, that's
Miller
the
can't
problem.
go.
That's the problem.
Miller can't go out.
Livingston, the major problem with him is that Miller has had those same performances in a winning team.
Or then keep Kuldeep for Rashid.
I would keep that means then you keep KL in place of Warner.
Yeah, out of the 3 foreigners that we're debating, that's Warner.
You can keep both of them.
Livingston,
You can
Rashid.
get Russell out. You can have Ashwin over here. At number 8, rather.
Ashwin can't.
Not a chance.
Ashwin at number 8.
No.
Ashwin at number 8, then you can have Livingston and Miller both.
No, but Ashwin
See,
doesn't.
Batting
for me, the
Don't
option.
mess that order. Now you
For
decide.
me, the option would have been Livingston or Miller. As simple
Yeah,
as that.
same. I agree. And if
And,
there Miller wins,
And the catch
Why
here.
is it Miller versus Livingston? Livingston batted in top 4. Miller came down. Why are they either or?
No, but he's
Livingston is
not.
the top order
He's not
batsman.
going to bat too low. In fact,
He'll bat number 3, Livingston.
number 4. He's batted number 4. So
No, but he's
Hardik
batted
Pandya-
higher for England. He's batted number 3.
He's
at
opened
number 3
also. That's
batsman.
that's not an
So
issue.
there is no fight. Miller is a different role. Livingston is a different role.
But then
Livingston is fighting for Tripathi. That's why we've got him there.
then the problem comes with competition of foreign players.
So that's what my point is. I'm asking a question between Warner, Livingston, Rashid. Which is the one foreigner that you can do without?
Rashid. Because you have
That's the
Kuldeep
question.
there, different option with a left arm Chinaman. Rashid then goes.
This bowling attack actually.
Yeah, I
Looks
would do
a
that.
little
I would want
weak to me.
Livingston over Tripathi. So he is my so 1, 2, 3 foreigner, and 4 is Russell, and so Rashid goes out.
So
and
you
Kuldeep
are
plays.
saying that you will have.
So I think we can all agree that we can remove Rashid for Kuldeep.
You are saying Livingston here.
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Huh.
Okay. And you are saying.
Kuldeep for Rashid.
Yeah, Kuldeep for Rashid. Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Okay. And
That's it. Done.
And KL?
then goes out.
KL goes out.
Goes
How?
out. You're done. Now 4 foreigners are done.
no, 1,
No,
2,
Warner
3.
will go out.
Warner will go out. No.
हाँ
1, 2, 3.
I- okay.
4. Why?
नहीं Russell तो
Russell
है.
also
Russell is also there.
So then you would remove
Then
Warner.
you'll have to remove.
Davey Warner.
Yeah, that's the only way we can fit it. Or you then remove Livingston, have Tripathi, and have Warner. Is that
Sorry.
you have Warner
Uh,
and you have Tripathi, and then Livingston goes out?
yeah.
Yeah.
Is that better? That way Warner comes in.
Kind of works.
I would definitely want to have a Warner in my
Okay,
team.
done. So let's go with Warner. Go with Warner.
Exactly, it's a hard call. And
There's no wrong answer here,
Exactly.
but it's just
Okay,
our
done.
consensus.
Behave like an IPL franchisee. Be ruthless.
So Warner comes in.
Warner comes in place of KL. Oh boy.
Warner, I'll just remove.
KL, yeah.
Sorry, KL.
And Tripathi
Sorry
comes back.
indeed.
And Tripathi is back.
Tripathi. No, that's better balanced to me.
Actually, Russell then can go out. You
If
think
you want to-
Russell more important than Livingston this season?
But you already. Why would you want to have a Livingston? And
Livingston doesn't
where
bat
would you
at
bat
7.
him? Where would you bat him?
Okay.
The middle order is already packed.
And also the numbers. See, I know KKR finished 8th.
Yeah.
Finished 8th. But his numbers cannot be overlooked.
So can we
Over
do
300
one thing?
runs in 17
17
wickets.
By the way, can we do one thing? I'll tell you what, which is, I'll tell you. You put Kuldeep there, that's fine. So now we're done with the foreigners thing, Kuldeep there. My only thing is that why we're also getting Livingston was because of his bowling. Then there's Huda who can do that.
Achha, anybody has any objection?
No, I think this would be.
He's given his own 11. I like that.
Shivam has his own 11.
I just wanted to have.
He's got with Butler, KL, he's removed Warner. He's got Livingston. Then he's got Pandya, Miller, Russell, DK. That's also in. Kuldeep, Harshal he's got ahead of
Shami.
Mohsin / Umran, anyone he's saying. And
Hey,
UGJ.
yeah, actually Umran we left out.
Yeah. No, but Umran cannot match up with Mohsin.
Mohsin, no, that's the thing.
Better bowler. But Harshal
I
he's
just
got
had
with-
one this thing that I wanted to have Rajat Patidar, but then of course the majority wins.
No, I also wanted Livingston, but he's out. I also wanted.
Hey, I think
KL,
I'm
he's
the
out.
only. I think I'm the only one here who's not had been outvoted yet.
So,
But yet.
so that's that.
This bowling attack to me looks a little.
Very all-rounder reliant.
Huh?
Let's put it that way. Because you'd expect the
See,
likes
as it is for a fifth bowler, you would want Hardik Pandya, you would want Russell to chip in, right? I'm saying, what if one of these other four bowlers have
What
a
about
bad day?
Rashid? How can we fit Rashid in?
Kuldeep has
No,
to
but-
go,
but
and
which
then
foreigner?
that's difficult. Then Warner goes. KL Rahul comes into bat with.
That's actually the
Butler.
only, because KL again, we can say whatever, and I've criticized him, but 600 runs, it's the only like for like.
As much
But
as
it's
I
okay,
would
I
want
think,
to have Warner in my 11.
It's okay. I think the balance is.
So what I'm going to
Balance
do
is
is
fine.
So what I'm going to do is what. So here I think
KL, okay.
KL and this is Rashid. So what happens is the day I have Warner as my opener, Kuldeep plays. And on a day when KL and Butler are going to open, then Rashid will play. Simple as that. Yeah, we have options.
Yeah, we can make our squads too. Why not?
You know, at least here I know that there's one bowler who's going to give me 4 tight overs, not going to concede, say, more than.
Yeah, Kuldeep's I think economy is over 8 this season, so he's gotten wickets, but has been
Because
tight
I think
in that
one
regard.
or two games he was very.
Devon Conway.
Yes. So, this bowling attack looks still better to me.
Yeah, I agree.
With Rashid in, na?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So you bring Rashid in and
Then that
KL
means
opens.
Warner pushes down in KL.
So these are the 2 possible options that I've.
Yeah, you can pick on. There's one either or.
Yeah.
By the way, the other option, which we can look at. Russell goes out, Tewatia comes in. Yeah, Tewatia's had an outstanding IPL.
He has, but yeah, no.
That way, Russell goes out, Tewatia comes in. That
And you
way,
can
can keep Rashid without dropping Warner. Actually, that's a better option.
Russell, I
Goes
think.
out, Tewatia comes in. Then Warner stays and Rashid stays.
For Rahul Tewatia, I wouldn't drop Russell.
Andre Russell. That's the thing.
I wouldn't drop Andre Russell for.
Tewatia has done
Rahul
whenever you
Tewatia.
asked him to finish a game.
Not for Russell though.
You're going on past experiences.
No, this season only. 300 plus runs, 17 wickets. Just this season. They're not even going by past.
Okay, Mehraj Rule has his team. He's gone with Warner, Butler, Tripathi at 3, Livingston at 4,
Jesus.
Pandya at
Pandya
5,
at 5, fair enough.
Huda
Uh-huh.
at 6 is then Rashid, Harshal, Kuldeep, Mohsin, Umran.
Who's going to keep wickets?
Exactly. There's no keeper there.
Butler.
Actually, Butler would do the
Butler
job.
can,
Yeah, Butler can.
but-
Butler is wicket keeper.
He's kept at test level. Okay, he's okay.
Yeah.
No, he's the only option
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. Hardik Singh Jadeja is talking about death bowling. He's saying only got one good death bowler in Mohsin, but Russell also bowls in the death. And if Rashid is in my team,
Rashid also
I'll
bowls
bowl
in the
him
death.
till 16, 17.
70.
Yeah.
Even someone like Kuldeep has actually bowled in the death.
Utkarsh is
previously.
saying, by the way, just at Tewatia, he won 4 games this season.
Who?
Tewatia.
Won 4 games. Part of. Yeah, 1 game you can always say that. Miller
KK
also was
Deep
there.
Nandi says KKR
Rashid
finished
also
7th.
won you that game. Huh?
Yeah, then so we should only count from the top 4. Then
Yeah.
that's a bad way to look at it. Then Livingston doesn't make it.
Again, Sajal Mishra also says move Russell out. Your team
Yeah.
just going by.
No, but at the expense of Russell we can drop, but who comes in for him?
Tewatia. man.
Tewatia they say, na? So that way, then you can play both Warner and Rashid.
Rahul Tewatia has not bowled a lot this season, to be very honest.
Barely bowled.
Exactly.
Cricket fans
So
say,
then
what
your
about
bowling
Hazelwood?
attack becomes even weaker. You just have 5 bowling options. If you get Rahul Tewatia over there, then because he hasn't bowled that often this season.
I
at
mean,
least.
he bowls part-time off spin.
Exactly.
So
Leg spin.
legs.
Leg spin.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So pointed out, what about Hazelwood? We did discuss him, but because again that foreigners, we
Foreigner
can put in
quota is
four,
really
so
hard.
he doesn't really
Unfortunately.
fit into the team. Abe Sam says Gill 100 in under 19 semis against Pakistan, 91 in final. Good opening partner, 15. Big temperament in big game that India lacks. AB Sam is just talking about Shubman Gill's big temperament in big games, which is a valid point. He's spoken about the
absolutely.
under
It's a good
19
point.
World Cup, Gabba Test match,
The 91 that he
yeah,
scored.
which is a fair point, AB Sam.
Even the World Test Championship final also.
Mehraj Rule says Rashid is
Right.
good, guys, in
Huh?
T20. He
Rashid
gets
The GOAT.
He's GOAT.
Greatest of all time.
Yes,
so he
agreed.
gets in. But
I-
we're looking at this season also. So Kuldeep's got far more many wickets than him. But I know the economy, Rashid is better. That's why I'm saying that's why you can fit in a Warner and Rashid if Russell goes out.
And a lot of players, a lot of good players have missed out. Somebody like Jasprit Bumrah doesn't make it to this 11 because the basis of this 11 is the performance that you
This year.
exactly.
I think if we're going historical, then that will be a whole different
Yeah.
team. Yeah, let's not even go there.
Okay, Gur Vishwas Bajwa says, you guys were talking about KL's 100. He says, then why was no other player able to score 100 versus a weak Mumbai Indians?
If Pat Cummins scored a 15-14 balls.
Yeah, but then others should have scored.
Nice, but others walked over them, it didn't matter.
But Butler scored 100 against a lot of teams.
Yeah,
Like Butler got like
and
80.
one of them in a qualifier, no less. So, again, impact.
So that is why I'm saying when you're talking about impact, how can Rajat Patidar not figure in that 11?
Yeah, but Tripathi also had.
Two impactful knocks in the playoffs.
I was though going to pick Livingston ahead of Tripathi there, and I would drop Russell for Tewatia and fit in Livingston. What Livingston has done both with ball and bat, like biggest
Ball was
sixes.
one game.
You know, that
actually.
is
But no, many games he
but
bowled.
you know, if I have to make a compromise to fit in Livingston, then he comes in for David Miller, unfortunately. But then
Miller cannot go. Why is it one?
so,
year?
then Livingston
Yeah,
has
then
to go.
Livingston
As
has to
simple
go.
as
Russell's
that.
not one
If
year
Livingston makes it to the 11, he comes in at the expense of David Miller. If Miller is there, then Livingston is out. As simple as that.
No, they're different batsmen. One is a top order, one is a. Miller is competing with Russell actually. Miller's not competing with Livingston.
He is an all-rounder. And
I'm
at
saying
that
in
to a
terms of
full-fledged
finisher's
all-rounder.
role, he's competing with a finish. Miller's job is to come and finish the game, so is Russell. Livingston is a top order batsman. He's not there to finish games. Okay, Pankaj Bhavnani has sent a super chat from Australia. He says Rohit Sharma did the Indian captaincy for India after 2013 when he won the first IPL. Did he?
No.
Sorry?
Maybe as a stand-in.
That was a stand-in captain. So
Rohit.
then why did Hardik Pandya, the Indian captain, can we make Hardik captain for T20 World Cup instead of
No,
Pankaj,
please,
that's not gonna
no.
happen. One IPL, we've picked him as our best captain this IPL, which he is. We're very impressed with his captaincy. But you cannot just make him captain
Just because,
after
yeah.
one IPL. Do not agree. And Rohit also has become full-time captain now.
After winning five
IPL
titles.
titles. Wasn't like that earlier. So yeah, that's that. So that's our team then. Decided.
With two hyphens.
Yeah, two hyphens as in people can decide if they would want this or they would want. Please show our team full screen, Shivam. It is already there. Butler, Warner as your opener. But if you want Rashid in your team, then Warner goes
KL.
out and KL comes in. Tripathi at 3, Pandya at 4, Miller at 5. Though I would have wanted Livingston at 3, but I have been overruled. Pandya at 4 as captain, Miller at 5, Dinesh Karthik at 6
As your keeper.
So 7 is Russell. I would have had Tewatia for Russell and then fit in Livingston for Tripathi. Then there's Shami. There's Kuldeep / Rashid.
Based
You
on
want
your
Rashid?
openers.
Yeah, that. Mohsin, Yuzi Chahal. That's our team.
And again,
of the
guys,
season.
remember if you're sending us your teams, don't forget we've used the 4 foreigner rule. So stick
Yes.
to that. Don't forget to miss out on your keepers or anything like that. Because that's also important. We've had to take that into account. Who's your captain? Who's your keeper? Who's your bowling all-rounder?
In fact, a lot of good players who've done well this season
Huda, like a lot of
had
people
to
have
miss
said.
out.
Huda,
Yeah.
Arshdeep.
Oh, exactly. Arshdeep, Huda, Umran Malik, Kuldeep is there. Then Jitesh.
Wanindu, many can make an argument for.
Wanindu Hasaranga. Then amongst the batsmen, Quinton de Kock misses out. KL still there is a possibility between Warner and KL. Then Rajat Patidar doesn't figure in this 11. So
No, there's a lot of people who would be just Jitesh.
Deepak Huda, yes, we've mentioned.
Jitesh.
Jitesh, we've Tilak Verma.
Tilak, another one. See, there's a lot of options. So there's no really, it depends on what sort of a composition you're going for.
True.
Yep.
And this is ours, that too after thrashing out negotiations for so long.
So that's it. I mean, you can debate till the cows come home, but that's what happens in these teams. Never easy. Now you know how tough it is, the captain and the coach's job when they make 11s in different IPL franchises. And you can't keep everyone happy. We've tried our best.
Oh yeah.
Some of you like
and none
it,
of us
some
are
of you
happy.
didn't. Just a reminder, don't forget to subscribe to Sports Today. Every day we'll keep bringing you some fresh content. Tomorrow, big game coming up, Novak Djokovic versus Rafael Nadal. We'll do a preview before the game starts. And at the end, it's the two giants that will be up against each other. I'm really looking forward to it.
Same.
So that's that. Should we
And
take
how
leave?
much will they be left in the tank after they're done with the match?
Play
To play the
Semi-final, then potentially final.
against Alcaraz, the guy in form,
The young
kid
gun.
who
The man-
is tipped to
Yes.
be
The next Nadal, yeah. His successor, let's say.
superstar. So, yep. See you tomorrow. Thank you for your company. Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Vanakkam.
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 That way we won't be, said that
Anti-South.
they're South bias.
Bias,
People
or
will say.
anti-South bias to be